And welcome curling fans to the Utica Curling Club channel. We're here on this fine Sunday morning to bring you the Mitchell Bonspiel final, championship final. 6 games altogether going on. We'll be bringing you the A event championship final on sheet 3. Players marching out onto the ice in the traditional bagpiper leading the way. I'm Roger Aulette here with David Cragnell, and we bring in the action.
Good morning, everybody. Sunday morning Mitchell tournament. Does it get any better than this? Other than being out on the ice.
Yeah, short of being out there, this is great. This should be a great matchup today.
Oh, I'm excited about it. Last year's winner, Team Lindsay, was their first year here last year. And they found themselves right back in the final again against Utica 1. And we're really looking forward to a great curling game today. Teal Barbara now with both Canadian and American national anthems.
Strong and free.
Wow. Never ceases to amaze me, does Teal La Barbara. Beautiful renditions of the Canadian and American national anthems. Now a ceremonial shot of Drambuie or ginger ale, whichever you prefer. I'm guessing there's not a lot of ginger ale out there.
Oh, you got to have the taste of Sunday. We live for the taste of Sunday to compete out there on Sunday morning.
134th Mitchell tournament. Kind of an exciting thing. Hard to believe that this is, I believe, the oldest amateur medal played for in North America.
I believe so. And certainly there are not many amateur sporting events that have been held continuously for that long. 107th right here in Utica.
Absolutely fantastic. Of course, Roger Rowlett, our sitting president of the Utica Curling Club. We're also, this is our 151st birthday, which is very exciting.
Just finished our 150th. We spruced ourselves up.
Before the game started, I just want a little shout out here. Team Lindsay, who played here and won last year, is one of their team members, Terry Jenkins, was involved in an auto mishap. And I guess he was concussed pretty badly. I spoke to some of the team members, and just a shout out to Terry. This is a really great group of men, and I'm sure it's kind of eating at him to not be able to be here. Dave Farr is taking his place as the second, and Terry, if you're up there listening and watching, please, I hope you enjoy the game here today. This should be a really great curling game. But get well, and we hope to see you back down here again.
Absolutely. Well, the second year in a row, the Lindsay team has played a Utica team in the final here in the Mitchell Bonspiel. They are the Mitchell Defenders, and they've kept their sign all weekend, which is a little bit of a rarity. I think the one time we were Mitchell Defenders, it didn't last through the first game.
Yep.
It's very hard to repeat in this event.
Yeah, I was looking over the board at the start of the tournament this weekend. I thought if everything went according to, let's say this, if both of these teams played to the best of their abilities, that I wasn't surprised that they're both here in the final, in the A final. I was hoping it if I couldn't be there, and I was expecting it. So I'm sure this game will not disappoint. This should be a really great curling game.
Yeah, Utica 1 will be having the red rocks, so actually the yellow rocks here on sheet 3, our presidential sheet. And Lindsay will be playing the blue rock today. Just awaiting the coin flip to see who goes first. You want to give a rundown of the teams there?
Certainly.
Dave?
So we have Lindsay Curling Club. The skip is John Bolton, and the vice is Tyler Jones. Dave Farr is the second, and Gary Grant is the lead. And home club, Utica 1, represented by Matt Hames, the skip. Mike Kessler is the vice. Jason Bryan is the second. And Jason Golubski is the lead.
I think one key to this game is not to let the Lindsay team get a big jump on you. They're such a good hitting team.
Oh, I so agree.
We found out last year.
Yes, we did.
Hard to scratch back from even a 2-point deficit against these guys.
Yep. And the irony here is that Utica 1, Team Hames, we played against them in the A semifinal on Saturday night of last year's tournament, and we were victorious and actually kept them from playing Lindsay, or else it would have been a repeat of
what could very well have been a rematch. Yeah,
yep.
Absolutely. Well, a little bit of home cooking here. Another Utica team in the final. And against our defenders should be a great game. And looks like Lindsay playing the Blue Rocks. I'll have a hammer here in the first end.
Hi, Kim. Shout out to Kim Freely out there. Dear friend. And this is stressful. We haven't even thrown a rock yet. Wait until this game gets in about the fourth end. Ice looks very fast this morning. Looks like it might be fast right out of the get-go. Like a perfect center guard right here.
Nice lead stone by Jason Golubski. No nerve showing there.
Nope.
These guys have been to the finals a few times.
Gary Grant now with his first stone of the morning. Lead for Team Lindsay. John Bolton jumping out to help Dave Farr get this rock over the hog line, and mission accomplished there. Corner guard established.
Yeah, they usually throw those in the wings, but they'll take the corner guard. I know the Lindsay team last year just consistently put 2 rocks in the wings and then blew the middle open.
Matt Hames playing a little aggressive here. He's not going to set up another guard. He's going to try and beat Lindsay to the 4-foot here. Get an idea of what draw weight is as well.
Line's really good.
If it's by, it's dandy. I think it's going to tap
just
it.
Just gonna rub. Didn't take quite enough ice.
Nope.
A lot of stones up front now. We are playing by the 5-rock rule here in the United States. So it is in effect. And these are 10-in games in the finals.
Gary Grant looking to draw around here. And if it's got legs, it's going to be a real good stone. Might just check up on him. Not quite going to get it there. So the front end's pretty cluttered up here early in the end. See what Matt thinks about maybe tapping one of these yellow rocks up and guarding it.
Yeah, Lindsay will be opening up with their next rock.
Sure. Got to try and get something on the rings here, I think, if you're Matt. Yep.
Looking to come through the hole.
Good call here. Got to err on the side of short here, right?
Yeah, you don't want to kind of bust it open and leave a bunch of corner guards.
Jason Bryan, first stone of the day. Line looks pretty darn good.
They're up and down on the line.
A little heavy. And it did maybe what he didn't want to do.
You didn't want to do that, I think.
No. Pretty good throw, though. Late curl there, a little heavy.
So Lindsay will have still have an in-turn draw to score later in the end, and they can get around a corner now. Looks like they're going to play the in-turn now.
Yep.
The initial call was maybe to throw an out-turn around the wide corner guard on the left.
Dave Farr, first stone of the day. Second for Lindsay.
This looks tight.
Maybe a little toasty as well. Looks like it's going to rub. No, it got by.
Just got by. It's going to go to the back of the house.
Heavy. Going to go through, actually. There's a little break for Utica there. Unfortunate miss for Dave. And now Matt will try and beat Lindsay to the promised land here behind these guards. Again, erring on the side of short is not bad. Nothing wrong with the center guard there.
Yeah, the ice will pick up pretty quickly here in the first end.
Oh, I think it already has. Yes, indeed.
So both teams will probably be chasing the correct weight here for a few stones.
See if Jason can adjust his weight a little bit here. Line looks pretty good.
Second rock down this path. It's gliding pretty good.
He's by.
Had to sweep to get it by.
Oh,
now how deep will it go?
Not sure how deep it's going to go. Right to the 4-foot circle, I believe.
That's a beaut.
Oh, that's a great shot from Jason Bryan.
Just touching top 4. Now they're going to have to open up.
No jitters thus far.
Not at all. Both of these teams, though,
pretty seasoned veterans here.
They've been into the Sunday finals a bunch of times.
Yep. Great shot there from Jason Bryan. And Dave Farr will attempt to open this, bust the front end open here. Be well. Okay. So it kind of got one out of the way, but still center guards up here.
Yeah, kind of jammed.
Tough to come through that hole. It's there. Lindsay won't hurt themselves trying to come through and jiggle those blue rocks around.
Well, I'll just open it up again.
Right, sure. I'm almost thinking you got to cover this up. Come with your intern and just flop one over the, yep, put one right there. I think that's a good call.
And they'll peel it with their next.
Sure.
Now, rock's worth guarding. It is top 4.
Yep. Kind of a fine shot here because you don't want this too far over the hog line. Actually, if it comes through those 2 blue stones and stays right in the avenue there, it'll be a mission accomplished. But
yeah, anywhere in the hole there would be good.
Tricky shot.
Hard to throw these high guards, especially the first end when you don't know the ice.
For sure. You just hope your front end can. It's definitely over the tee line. Pardon me, over the hog line. And this is going to work out real good. Really, really good.
Yeah, really nice throw on kind of unknown ice.
Great shot. From
right
Mike.
into the hole.
Yeah.
Now Lindsay will have to waste a stone.
That's a perfect shot.
Getting rid of those. The ones on the center are the ones that need to go.
A lot of clutter there. A lot can happen here with rocks bouncing around. Tyler Jones with his the third for Lindsay with his first attempt of the day.
I think you want to get rid of this blue, don't you? Get this one out,
yes.
Get this one out, and then roll your shooter that way.
Agreed.
And then you'll have access to a shot stone.
Yep, and I think, in fact, that's what he's looking at. Several ways of doing this.
And maybe going for the yellow. I don't know where the yellow goes, though. It looks like it's going to redirect on the blue.
That's what I thought. He might even jiggle the yellow one onto the rings if he hits it right. Or wrong, in his case.
Plenty of weight here. Looking to move a bunch of rocks here. I wound up getting the middle ones anyway.
Yep.
That worked out fine.
And got the double.
And he got lucky on the back one too, right?
Yeah. So again, open draw here. Nice shot there from Tyler.
I mean, just caught it on the way by.
Yep.
Set up those angles beautifully.
I've seen people be able to throw weight like Tyler does. He throws it with a really good deal of accuracy. Being able to throw that kind of weight and make it stick like that is just definitely some talent involved to be able to do that.
And he's got a strong slide and a positive extension as well.
Yep.
Little push, very accurate.
And this over curled on Mike, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to kiss and roll to the center, which is not horrible. Nothing touching the rings at this point.
Yeah, they'll have to peel that out again.
Really came up hard on him, too.
As soon as this ice speeds up, the curl's going to increase.
Absolutely. We've seen that pretty consistently all weekend.
Yeah, they got to move that center guard.
Yep.
Lindsay's got to be able to score or get the blank. Nothing on the rings yet. Ton of rocks up front.
Little discussion as to what they'd like to do. I think this is a good idea, as Roger pointed out, to go ahead and get the front end opened again. Again, you'll allow, if he does this correctly, he'll allow Matt to draw with his first one and have plenty of room to draw one around here. You want to force here if you're Utica. Or steal.
Okay, they've changed the plan. They're now going to come around the corner.
Yep. Should that occur, then Ames will want to follow it down, I would say.
So Lindsay going for the deuce here early in the game, even with the clutter up front. Line's really good.
Looks hot.
And that's going to go.
That's going through. Unfortunate miss there for Tyler. Good line, just too hot, as they say,
now
leaving Matt a draw.
Draw or tap up. If they want to force, Utica's got to stick a stone in here.
You folks watching out there, come and join us in the chat room. Well, we actually have 23 people watching. Yep. It's a lot of fun for us to do these live streams like this. We had a college Bonspiel here, I believe two winters ago, where we had
like 100 and some odd.
Yeah, we had
160. I don't know. It was huge. We had people watching from overseas.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of parents want to watch their kids play.
Sure. Kudos to you, Roger, and wife MJ to get that rolling.
You know, we're overwhelmed now. We've got 75 college members. We're about to add another college because they're without ice this year.
Wow.
They curl out of a rink down in Ithaca, and the rink heaved.
Wow.
So they got no playable ice.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be coming up here.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure of the call here with where Mike has the broom. He may be trying to raise the yellow rock on the right.
It was a long discussion. I don't know. They were originally going to come around the corner, duplicate Lindsay's shot, but now it looks like they're doing something else.
Yeah, I think he's trying to tap up the yellow rock that's in the 4-foot line that Mike's standing directly in front of.
Yeah, keep the center guard. That's a nice rock. Trying to get him off, but the sweepers are going for weight because they just don't have enough. And they couldn't get it on the rings.
Just light. Great line. One more broom of weight would have done it. Unfortunately, nothing touching the rings yet. Good try there. Nice line. Good shot. Good line shot. Just a little light. Biter would have been good there.
Yeah, that would be enough for the force.
Mm-hmm.
So now Skip John Bolton's got a chance to get a stone in. They playing the long blue tap. It's an odd looking.
Not sure what he's throwing here, to be honest with you. See with the weight, it's definitely
got to be throwing a tap on the
draw
blue.
Weight. Yep.
With that ice.
Line looks real good.
Starting to cut.
Oh, it's really no.
It
I think
looks
the
good.
Line's good.
They held it beautifully, and that's going to tap it right on the
winner.
rings.
Winner.
Chicken dinner. Yep.
Yes, sir. Great
right
shot there from John.
Unfortunately, though, it opened up the in-turn draw, so they might still yet get forced. I think they wanted to hit that a little bit thicker to at least keep the corner guard in play. So this now opens up an in-turn draw for Matt Hames to get himself out of trouble.
Big shot here early in the game. Lindsay working on a deuce here right now. Last rock for Matt in the first end without hammer. A little heavy.
And it's going to check up.
Going to be shot rock. Back four. Just into
kept gliding.
Just into the back circle. Tough deuce here. Tough deuce. Good shot there from Matt. Good pressured throw. Establishing draw weight. Just one several feet too heavy of the tee line.
Now Lindsay should be able to get their one here. Trying to set up a deuce at angle raise, but they did open up that in-turn draw, so they'll get forced.
Hammerstone first end. John Bolton skip for Lindsay. Drawing for one. If he can get around the corner and with enough weight and only tap that yellow rock back a foot, I think he might get a deuce out of this. But
well, it's a tough tap that over curled, but it's there, but it's not easy. Right now, that looks pretty good, though.
Yep. Nice throw there from John.
Has he got enough weight for the tap?
I don't think so. And don't know.
No, not enough for the tap.
No.
But he got his one.
Yep, so force of 1 there for Team Utica, holding Team Lindsay to 1. And I think you got to think that's mission accomplished.
Yeah, so that's one of our keys to the game, I thought, for Utica, was they couldn't give up a big one in the first end, because these guys are tough to scratch back on. So getting the force is definitely mission accomplished. And second end.
Quick update over on sheet 2. Our 2 Utica teams playing in, I believe, the D final, if I'm not mistaken. Team Costello has taken an early lead of 3-0 over Team Crumma. We'll give you folks some updates on the other games here when we get a chance here. Center guard established for Lindsay. Looks like Matt's going to come around. Nice throw there from Jason. About 3/4 of a rock exposed on the 4-foot circle. No hammer here. John Bolton will attempt to freeze down to this rock.
Yes! Right in here. Gotta get out here, Shane. Way inside.
Not sure this has got legs to get here. I don't think so. No. But they did get their second guard up. Hull is not lost. That's what we call a pro side miss. I think Matt's got to put another one right in here, doesn't he? Sure.
Sure, go right top 4, top 8.
Yep.
Oh, top 12, top 8, rather.
Yep. See if Jason Golubski can throw the same shot. Laid it out there. This one's got a little more weight. As you heard Jason Bryan yap immediately, back 8, back 4.
And wide.
A little grimace there from Jason Golubski, not particularly happy with his shot. But you know what, checked up and it stayed in front of the tee line, but there's certainly a double there.
Left an easy half rock double, quarter rock double.
Yeah.
Yep, quarter rock. So just a reminder, our championship finals are 10 ends. Mandated for the championship, which is our feature game on sheet 3. The other teams may elect to play 8 ends if both skips agree, and notice there are a few out there, so if you see that some teams are 2 ends ahead of everybody else, that's because we know they're playing 8 ends.
Oh my goodness. Yep, he got her.
Got the double but lost the shooter.
Whoops. Not sure that blue rock was going off the rings.
I think it was, probably. Did catch it a bit early, though.
Yeah. Good to let him either sweep him off or
yeah.
let him get off before you kick him off. So a very good shot there from Dave Farr as he doubled out both of those Utica stones. And now we'll try to put one back. A little heavy. Ice appears to have keened up quite a bit here already, as this is going right to the back of the rings.
It's going out of the rings.
It's actually going out. Wow. Not good.
Definitely gotten quick.
Yeah.
Now the staggered guards. Lindsay's going to go right around. Try to be the first one to the forefoot.
Yep. See
first hog to the trough.
You got it. See if Dave can adjust his weight here. He just threw kind of a nice controlled takeout, so he's switching gears to a draw attempt here.
This has got plenty. Sweepers don't want to. And this is going to coast to the back.
I believe you're right. This may also, I don't think it's through, but it's sure close to that. Going to stick around. And it did. In fact, they got
just going to hang
half
on
a rock
to
in the back. So no attempt. That rock should not win the end, but famous last words in curling. But Jason Bryan, see if he can adjust his weight here a little bit now. And get one on the rings behind these guards would be an ideal scenario here. Still looks like a lot of weight.
And a little wide.
The ice is really keened up quick here. We're playing on some fast ice. Players are having a little trouble adjusting to the
And that's about 5
speed.
rocks down this path, too, so it's going to only get quicker and quicker.
This is better. It's in front of the tee line.
Checking up, but did it get buried enough?
Not quite.
Maybe half under, right? No, not even that.
Even.
It's edge on edge. Just a little wide, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Weight was perfect.
They had to wait a long time on the curl.
Yes, they did.
And they couldn't get enough finish without bringing it way behind tee. A little hack waiter here, and Lindsay can get underneath. And plenty of room to roll under.
Also a jam possibility if he doesn't hit it correctly. Could send it right back to the blue one in the back.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to hit this high side.
Nope. Would open the door for Utica to get a multiple end here, but
looks like bumper down weight, and this is not moving. Trying to push it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not going to work.
It's just too much weight. He was looking probably for hack weight there.
Didn't even get to it. Wow.
Just
wow.
Just that much extra weight.
That did not move a lick. Wow. Really was a light touch, though. It was really just board weight, huh?
Yeah, probably board weight. Probably more than they were calling. I think they were looking for a hack there.
Mm-hmm.
These rocks will straighten out if you put a little weight on them.
Yep. Mike Kessler now needing to throw a guard here, I believe.
Guard or Christmas tree this. Top 12.
Yeah, just right on the sea of curling there would be a good shot.
Just squeezed it by.
Got to get it on the rings. Okay.
And,
over-curled, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, that rock is still open.
Great sweep job there from Jason Bryan and Jason Golubski.
And good news for Utica is that rock out-counted the little biter in the back, so that's neutralized.
Yep. John Bolton will ask Tyler Jones to repeat the shot. He's actually
took
freezing.
More ice.
Yep, he's freezing.
Yeah, or freeze or a little tap.
Yep.
Trying to get a little more curl out of this. This, again, is a little...
No, it's coming over nice now. Line's great.
And now it's looking good.
Line's great.
And they're going to get inside position here.
Yeah. Great shot.
Nice adjustment.
I think you can tap this blue one. Yeah. I just heard Matt say that he's going to try and corner freeze this blue rock, and if he's several inches short, that would be a likely good spot for that rock as well. So Mike Kessler with his last rock of the second end. Great shot there from Tyler Jones with his second one.
Yeah, Matt wants to get control of this blue rock. Yes, right now is cutting down the scoring area.
Coming in nice now.
And that's going to be in a great spot.
Good shot there from Mike. Real good shot.
And so now...
got to guard up here, don't you, if
now
you're Lindsay?
Matt Hames has got control of that blue rock. Got to guard or freeze, I guess. I think if you're Lindsay, you want another rock in somewhere.
Yeah, freezing on the rock that Mike just threw is not bad at all, right?
And it gives you control over theirs.
Right. We expected this kind of curling game, and thus far we're getting one. John Bolton first skip rock of the second, and no hammer for Team Lindsay.
Yeah, right now Utica's set up to score 3. Lindsay can freeze one on the top yellow. They can limit the damage to probably a maximum of 2.
Yes, line, yes, line. Wait only. Yes, line, no, yes, line, please, yes. Yes, George. I want the tick. I want the tick. Up now.
And just throwing a guard on this.
Yep.
It's going to overcurl a bit.
Looks like it might overcurl.
Now, it's not a bad spot.
Nope.
Can see none of the Yellowstone.
That's going to look and see how crazy to open this front end up is going to be, because this would give him a chance at a pile.
And right now, Lindsay is shot, but it is a very lonely blue rock.
Yep.
And it's
a little vulnerable there.
It's kind of surrounded.
Yep. See what they're thinking about opening up the front end here.
I think Matt's
possibly running something back too. Possible.
Yeah, looking to see if they can get rid of all 3 blues and open it up so that it's difficult to guard all the avenues in.
Yep.
Matt needs to get an angle on the rock that Mike threw with his last.
Correct.
That's the key to scoring a big end here.
Yep.
And you want to keep Lindsay busy. They can throw another stone in and cut the scoring potential down if they don't remove all these guards.
And this is a tough triple too, just the way they're lined up. He's got to hit the top one very thin.
Well, he's got to hit it thick enough it comes off the back blue and trying to spin them all out.
Yep.
And I'm thinking maybe 2/3 of a rock might spin them all out of play.
I'm guessing he's going to fire this.
Yeah, that's going to bring some weight here. Turned it in just a hair.
Rocks are going flying. Oh, whoa! Jason Bryan just took a big league spill, and he did not hit his head, but wow. He did touch the blue rock that Mike is pointing to.
Yeah, he touched the one that's just off the ring.
That one right there, right. Just nicked it. I don't think he affected it all that much, but he did touch it. Oh, they're going after the one that I didn't think that was the one he hit. I thought that was the one that he hit off the top. Wow. Wow, he's shining. He's just raised his hands up to us up here that he's okay. He was on fire coming. He was coming in hot.
Yep.
Wow. How he didn't hit any rocks on the 4-foot, I don't know to this moment. But that was a real big league spill, and he landed on his shoulder blades and not his coconut. So,
trying to figure out where the rocks are supposed to go. We're giving Jason a 10 for that that somersault.
Unbelievable.
All the judges here in the booth.
Falls like that and doesn't get hurt. It's amazing. It's possible he might wake up tomorrow morning with a little soreness here and there from jamming himself up.
Yeah, we're definitely giving him a 10 here in the booth.
Nope, no instant replay yet. Sorry. So Jason's still having a laugh down there about that, and I'm glad he didn't get hurt. I still don't know how he didn't touch any rocks.
He certainly took a flying leap.
I mean, he
over
did
the
touch
rocks on
a
the
rock.
forefoot.
Right, exactly.
Caught one of the rocks that was being cleared.
Absolute athletic pirouette to not hit any rocks. And good sport that Bolton is and Lindsay are. They did take they saw one of their own stones and did remove one of their own stones that Jason hit was going out, and he stopped it, and they took it out too. So this may overcurl.
This one's overcurling a hair.
So
maybe
this is
not. It's not too bad.
Opening. Oh no, the door's open here.
It left a half a rock.
Door's open here now.
Left a half a rock.
Last rock of the end. Lindsay is sitting 1 on the button, but it's vulnerable. There's some ways of getting it out of there.
You can't throw a ton of weight at it, though, because you can only see just the barest half, I think.
Back house weight. Just make contact with that yellow rock and tap the blue one to the back circle for 4. Looks to me like.
You at least want to get it out of the forefoot. You could score
3,
a deuce.
3, I think. 3, because the shooter will count if he can move it off the 4-foot circle, right?
You've got to move it further than the 4-foot circle.
Into the 8.
Shooter's going to be in the 8. He's got to push it almost to the back 12.
Can't hurt himself here, I don't believe. Most he's going to drop is 1.
Mainly just want to push it off the button, at least score.
Yep.
I think if you throw a hack waiter here, but we've seen it run straight here if you mess the weight up a little bit.
Right. No more than hack. I actually think through the house weight will do it, right? Just through the house. Bip, bip. Adville's had the sheet 3 level. Yeah, you got that right. He's liable to be sore tomorrow morning from that kind of a fall. You know, your adrenals are moving high velocity when you go into a thing like that. So
oh boy,
they'll protect you till you're sleeping.
Yep. Last rock, second end here for Utica.
Big chance.
A chance to score a bundle. Trying to decide who's got the low side of the rock here.
Yep, certainly 3 is in play. Sweepers are going to have to be careful coming to the house because there are some center guards in the way. Hammerstone second end. Matt Holmes, I think they're going to have to go on this.
It's tracking.
They have to go.
Still tracking.
If it's by, he's all over it. If it's by, he's all over it. Flirting with disaster there, but might have it. Might have it. That's a 3-bagger for Utica.
That's a 3.
Great shot from Matt Hames to take 3 in the second end.
A bit of a wayward guard there opened the door.
Wow.
Utica grabs a 3-1 lead. Lindsay with the blue rocks will have the hammer.
That's a great shot.
Third end.
That's a great shot.
Well, they got the weight right. That was just back rings weight.
Boy, I thought they were flirting with disaster, not sweeping it too. That it was.
It tracked a long way.
Ticking. I thought it was going to. Oh man, it was close. So a fine shot from Team Hames and Matt Hames making getting their 3 in the second end. And well done, and Jason Bryan's okay. So we're moving on to the third end here. A lot of game left. And I'm certain, as good as these guys are in Team Lindsay, that they won't panic. They'll just put together an end with with the hammer and try and get their deuce right back.
Corner guard goes up. So game on here in the third end.
Over curl, a little light, I guess. Yeah. They're going to get a second one up here. Second guard up here is Team Ames.
Lined him up, so they're in good position for a double guard. Now Lindsay will go around the corner. It's a pretty high corner, though. This rock will be gettable when it gets on the rings.
Oh, God. Jason Bryan just wrote a little message to us that said he flipped his gripper. That's why he lost his edge there. Good thing he didn't flip his lid.
So he had a blowout going through there.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Equipment malfunction that almost cost him an injury.
Yeah, there's nothing like expecting to have a gripper on a shoe and it's not there.
Oh, boy. Or vice versa.
Yep.
Going to throwing, getting into the hack and then sliding out and going, uh-oh.
That's the old faceplant
I
maneuver.
bumped my chin a couple times over the years when I first started curling.
So Lindsay got around the corner. Now Jason Bryan being asked to go around the middle. A little tight getting around the middle here. If you get by the corner, it's hard to get by the centers, and they're going to crack the center.
Nudge off something here. Might put it on the rings just the same. Not quite. No, didn't get there.
Now
Guess you got to come around here if you're Lindsay, don't you?
Lindsay's got one around the corner.
Yep.
You're going to send one around the middle, try to sit two. The only downside of coming around the middle here is that rock that they sent around the corner is probably not going to count. If they put this rock in a good position, say top four, then a freeze by Utica then takes that wing stone out of play.
Draw attempt here from Dave Farr. And I think this is over curling as well.
This one's going sideways already.
Yep.
They're by. They've got room.
Wow, great sweep job to straighten that one out. It really looked like it was
and you don't want this too deep. Wow. Don't want this too deep, but it's going to sail back.
Yep.
So you wanted that probably just top 8.
Give you something to freeze to or be in front of here is great now for
now Matt can now go top 4 here with Jason Bryan.
Yep.
Buried. And Lindsay does have 2 potential counters in the rings.
A little better line on this one.
Got a little out maybe.
Going to tick off that blue one, I think.
Yeah, he just got a hair wide and it just didn't have enough room to curl. Yep. The line would have been great except that stone was in the way. And
yep.
As much curl as we have, those corner guards can get in the way of the draw to the center, as we saw there.
So the door is open for Lindsay to get a multiple end here.
Now Lindsay goes top 8 here. They've protected the stone in the back, and they will have cut off Utica's draw to the 4-foot.
Line's real good on this one.
This one looks a little hot as well. It's going to join his partner in the back, I think.
I think so. I think you're right.
Again, wanted to drop that top 8, and it's going to go back of the house.
So door's still open here to freeze now.
So second chance for Utica. Here the free is not a bad thing. There's 3 Lindsay counters in the rings. You don't want to leave this in a chippable position for sure.
Mike Kessler, perennial good draw player. Doors open here for Utica to really cut things down here for Lindsay.
Love to go top 4 here. The pro miss would be frozen on the back.
Plenty of weight.
This one's got lots of weight. Is it going to curl up in time?
Not coming over. It's not coming over. Still hasn't got to the center.
It's going to bounce.
Oh, boy. Left
So
it right in the open. Oh, my goodness.
It shot rock, but I think they have to deal with it.
Yep.
I can't leave it. It's going to be behind T-line when they hit this, so
good news is that draw is still going to be there.
it'll still be there.
The freeze, I should say. Tyler Jones now with his first stone of the third end, looking to get this Utica rock off the forefoot. Looks like he's all over it.
Threw down weight at this to get a little more of an inside roll.
He's all over it.
Hanging out wide, though. They want to roll this away somewhere. Oh, they didn't want to sit there. Not terrible.
Nope.
I think they were looking to roll away under the corner, at least to make...
Now, do you try hit and roll here, or do you try the freeze?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
I think you can do a hit and flop onto the 2 blue stones in the back. So
Yep.
let's take a look at the far house here. Yeah, and that's what they're looking at. I think you don't want to make the double. You just want to hit
Boom,
and flop and
boom.
sit here.
Yeah, right. Ideal shot would be that. Pile of blue rocks on the rings right now for Team Lindsay, and a little trouble brewing for Hames and Utica. Mike Kessler needs to make a shot here.
I wouldn't say it's desperate yet because they're all behind tee, but
Correct.
you do need to make a precision shot here at some point.
Got to make a
because
shot.
There's a lot of blue rocks in.
Yeah. Yeah, he's hitting. No, maybe not. With that, I'm not sure what he's throwing here, to be honest with you. Control takeout?
They're
Yeah,
throwing the
just
flop.
Control takeout.
Throwing the flop.
It's on the yellow one.
Waiting on the curl here.
On the yellow one.
Just
Oh,
set that
boy.
out.
Oh, my.
Now Lindsay with a chance to get around.
Yikes.
Where do you put this stone, Dave? So everything's behind tee, so it's not ideal. You stick one up here.
It's the biter in the 8-foot. I like it right there.
That way you cut
Yep.
off. You cut off this hit and roll.
I
right?
like it.
And you cut off the draw.
Yep. You're going to have to leave, Matt, that in off on the...
You can't
on the
cut
one.
everything
Can't
off,
cut everything
right?
off.
Yep.
Right there. I don't know why you wouldn't want this on the rings if you're Lindsay.
Well, if you put it in the
Biter,
wrong spot, they
little
can
biter.
hit and roll in.
Yeah. A biter right in front of the shot rock, I think, is a good call.
Yeah, the bad news for Lindsay is none of the rocks are really nice rocks. They're all behind tee, and
True.
there's a few outs for Utica. I think they're just going to Christmas tree their rock on the button.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right there.
They want to go right up in here somewhere.
Yep.
Even top 12 is fine. And that leaves Matt with the in-off for a clearing shot.
Team Lindsay in control of the end here. Last stone for Tyler Jones, the vice for Lindsay. Looking to give some shelter to shot rock here. He's got a good-looking shot coming here. It's going on the rings.
Look at that finish. That's a great spot.
And he did get a biter.
They couldn't have set it down by hand any better.
Right now, Lindsay is trouble is brewed here for Team Utica. I guess Matt might still have room to draw down to shot rock here.
Oh, boy, is it
It's
ever tight, though.
That's what he's going to try.
So here's your problem, folks.
That's why the skips get the big bucks.
It ain't easy to get around that high corner.
Ooh, baby.
It ain't easy to get around that high corner.
You do yourself nothing by ticking off the blue one in the center. They get to throw again then, right?
The in-off looks like to be his easiest out.
Man. I agree.
Let me kill
I think the draw is real tough here. The freeze is real tough. There's just
I think you try to come
there,
into here,
there.
right, and sit in there.
Sure, or even get it in.
You got to hit this a little thicker. I guess you got to hit it about there.
Well, even if you hit it thin, you got to look at what you have with all these guards. You got the whole forefoot to work with. You can roll it right.
You could play a half rocker, but I think that would leave it open. I think you'd be wide open.
Right,
here.
but I'm saying you could, if he was hit it on the high side, on even thinner, and rolled it in front of the two blue ones, is not the end of the world.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you get it a little bit thicker and then roll out here.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sure.
Still not appetizing. You've got to play the big swing here. This will curl hard inside out.
It's like control weight here. Yeah.
I think he's throwing more. This will curl a ton. Looks pretty good. Oh, it's going to hit it too thick?
Nope.
Nope, it's going to look pretty good.
Oh, stay in there. Ah. It's a great shot.
Second rock.
Great throw. Had to hit it a little bit fatter. Just a little more of the rock, right?
Yep.
Great shot, though, and it is buried. So second rock. Right now, Lindsay is sitting 1, and that surely changed the complexion of the end. That was a great throw.
And made it a little more difficult for Lindsay to get their deuce here. As they would now have to play this in-turn draw to get their deuce.
Yep.
You have to play that to get your 2 at this point.
It's just not a lot of room to get there.
You know, if they're looking to tap
Can
up
you
their
make
blue.
a raise? I was just going to say, can you make a little angle raise?
Sure.
Blue into yellow?
Sure.
That's there, right?
It opens up your shot stone, but yeah, if you could raise
Only
this
bad
one.
feature of that. But again, you'll make a pressured shot for Matt again.
And again, the rocks will be behind tee as well.
Yep. Right now, at this moment, before John Bolton throws, it's a sigh of relief from Utica. They were in dire straits one shot ago.
Indeed. Yeah, it looks like they're playing this angle raise. Not with heavy weight. Trying to angle raise their blue onto the Yellowstone or into the 4-foot area.
I think he's got a good-looking shot here.
Need to push it a bit.
No, a little light to move it. However, it may outcount it. No, it went right over the top of it.
It just hit it a little thin.
Yeah.
They were very close.
So now Matt can take shot rock out and roll over and try to force Lindsay to 1. He'll be sitting 1-2 if he hits this right.
I think you just need to hit and sit right there, right? On the nose. That makes a flat double.
There.
You can
Even
also
if he rolls.
You can play the double too.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with playing that double.
Even rolling over on the other one, he'll sit 1-2 if he taps it.
Hit it thick, you roll here.
Doesn't even have to tap it, just freezing to it, right?
Yep. Hit it thick, you roll here.
Yep.
Hit it thin, you make the double.
Right.
Again, that will put the force on.
When you're skipping, this is one you got to collect yourself on a little bit here.
Well, I don't think there's any question you're hitting shot stone. The question is just where do you want to roll to?
Yep.
And what kind of weight you want to throw here.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with the double. They sit 2 to make the double.
He's taking no ice here. I think he wants to hit it right where the room is, right?
Yeah, I think they're going to play. I think they're looking at the double. Double to sit 2. Force Lindsay to draw the 4-foot for 1.
Right.
Oh, it took off.
Oh, no.
It just took off.
That was a pick.
Yep.
Pick rock.
That one grabbed. Yeah, a chance for Lindsay to get their deuce. I'm not sure there's any way for them to score. They can't really use the blue-yellow combination on the right. That's just a dead jam.
So unfortunate there for Matt. Rock made a wonky move on him, and Lindsay now playing for, not sure what he's playing here.
I think just a straight draw for two.
Oh, no, maybe not. Is he playing an in-off on the Rock on the right for a bundle?
Oh, he might be.
That's what he's playing. I think he's playing an in-off for like 6. That's exactly what he's playing.
Going for the gusto here.
Yep. He's got it. Oh, went over the top. Wow.
Just hit it a little thick.
Oh, wow.
So score 1 for Lindsay. Had a chance there.
Yeah, he was trying a little hit and roll
a
for a
cross,
bundle.
Cross house in off for a bunch.
Just hit it a little too thin. Good shot there from John. Holy smokes. Real good shot. So Utica, I would say Utica dodged a big bullet there.
They sure did.
They dodged a bullet.
They were in huge trouble. They were rung up.
Yep. I think that Matt Hames is probably breathing a little sigh of relief right at this moment, because he could have dropped a crooked number. There was a crooked number brewing for Team Lindsay there. John Bolton's attempt at a cross ice in off that could have given him 6, turned into just 1 for the Mitchell defender, and we're on to the 4th end now.
Updating scores on other sheets, and our E final, Navy 1 leads Utica 8-3-1 after 5. Woes continue for Eric Crumma's team. He trails 8-2 after 3. That's in our D final, our bronze medal game. In our B final, in sheet 4, Plainfield leads Ardsley 4-3 after 5. In our C final, Manotick leads 2-zip. Only 2 ends hung. I'll correct that. Looks like it's now 2-1 after 3. And a close one. And on sheet 6, Albany leads RCMP 1 5-3. That's in our F final. That brings you up to date around the sheets.
Draw attempt here from Gary Grant. Weight looks good. Line looks good. They're dragging it. Definitely on the rings. Just going to be into the 12-foot circle. Good shot there from Gary.
Fully buried.
Looks like Matt will attempt a corner on this one. You know, when you're up 1 with hammer here in this kind of a game, certainly getting 1 and getting a 2-point lead back is okay.
Yep.
Where maybe you wouldn't be satisfied, you know, with just getting 1 if it was tied. So,
yep, up 2 without still keeps you a bit in control.
Oh, boy. Little toasty. That's unfortunate for Jason. That's going
And
right
had to
through.
get it by, and
Yep.
unfortunately that brings it too far back.
Perfect opportunity for John Bolton to get a rock on the 4-foot circle behind all these guards here.
Yeah, apply a little pressure here without hammer. They got 2 guards in play, so this is a good opportunity to engineer a steal.
Dave Farr's last rock of the 4th end. Set up a good steal here if we can get one behind the. Get one behind. It looks light to me, but maybe they're going to be able to drag it. No. Over curling, I believe.
And probably bring it right to their
Going to
rock.
get another one on the rings, however. Yep, froze right to their own rock.
The line was great, just shade light.
Yep.
But now there's a ton of rocks in play on the center line.
You start banging here, or do you just try to beat them to the trough?
Yeah, Matt's going to go around.
Jason Bryan's draw attempt here. Looks a little toasty.
This one's wider, and it's starting to curl.
Yep.
Made a huge move.
It did, and it got in the frost, and it kind of slowed it down just a little bit.
And that's going to wind up on top. And a bounce. Not a terrible spot, though.
Nope, not bad.
That yellow rock does control the 2 blues since it's sitting above.
Now what if you're Lindsay? Junk it up further or beat him to the...
Go right around.
Gotta
You
go,
can't,
yeah,
you can't raise the yellow. The yellow's
No
locked.
reason to junk it up anymore. There's tons of rocks in front of the park.
Yeah, you got to get a rock that's in scoring position. There's no scoring rocks right now. The 12-foot rocks aren't going to score.
Get one on the 4-foot circle here now. There's a lot of trouble getting all those guards out of the way to get at it.
You bet. This looks a bit tight.
I don't know. I'll tell you what, it's by. It's definitely by. I think this is a perfect rock. A little toasty. It's actually going to go behind the tee line. Back into the 8-foot, almost into the 12, yep. However, Lindsay is sitting 3. So we need to get one on the 4-foot circle here, does Team Hames.
Yeah, it's getting late to peel now. There's so many rocks up front, but looking at using the yellow that's frozen, they can spin that away and get rid of a couple blues. A little indecision here. I'm looking for just a board weight hit on that yellow to spin it on the rings and maybe move the blues around a little bit. Got to be careful. You might just push the back blue right up to the 4-foot if you don't hit this with a lot of weight.
Left this out.
This is solid board for sure.
And wow, he set it out. Unfortunately, this is going to go by everything.
Yeah, pro miss was tight, right? You want at least...
Might chip one off the rings, though, if Matt can get over there.
If anything, you want to move the blue guard. All right, well, Lindsay has another chance to play this in-turn draw.
Yep.
Get to top 4, you can make life miserable for Team Utica.
Draw attempt here from Tyler Jones. It looks light.
You got this one a little bit further out, and they caught some fresh pebble,
Yep.
and it really checked up.
Got out in the fudge. They might not get over the hog line. Maybe. Yep. They
Just
got it over. Wow. So you got to come around.
Now we're way out in the tall weeds.
In the fudge here now. This is a very difficult shot. I almost think coming the other way. You could come the other way. Also on fresh pebble.
Be easier.
Yeah.
But I think Matt's trying to keep that side open for his last.
Got to go. Got to go.
This may be on the blue guard.
Yep. Clearly.
And again, just a little light, and just because it's so sticky out there, that hasn't been played. It's just going to wreck on the guard. So now John Bolton's another chance to play this in-turn draw. They've had a few cracks at it. Haven't found the magic weight yet. I think where they're throwing this is really line sensitive. You're a little 6 inches wide. Maybe you're kind of in that fresh pebble, and if you're in that tight path, that runs quick.
Yeah. Well, they've had enough chances at it, that's for sure. See if Tyler Jones can stick one here with his last shot in the fourth end. He gets one behind these guards here. It's going to be a tough one to outcount if he puts it in the right spot.
It's in the fast track here, and again, this is going to sail back.
Yep.
Is that going to get buried?
Okay, they're sitting 4, but there's a lot of room. A lot of room to get there.
Yeah, it's not fully buried, and it's way behind tee, so.
Top of the button would be sweet here.
Anywhere in front of that blue stone would be okay.
Yep.
Now it's starting to bolt.
He's by.
And well done.
Get that off the rings there. Good shot there from Mike Kessler. Behind the tee line, however. Good throw. Outcounted all those blue stones. Think he'd like to come down. You can probably see half a rock, huh?
See at least half, yeah.
Yep, so he'll come down soft and tap that back and get right back in business here. Can John Bolton.
You can freeze to it. You'll be frozen for shot.
Yep.
And that yellow stone just thrown by Mike Kessler's behind tee line.
First stone for John Bolton in the fourth end. Starting to curl now. It's definitely all over the rock.
Trying to push it over a little bit to get a little more.
Might have enough weight to get it off the rings. And it actually came to the shot in the back.
But it's outcounted by the blue stone on the top 12. So
wide open is the blue stone now, so he's giving Matt an out here.
So Lindsay now sitting 1 and 2. Maybe third.
Maybe.
No, I think they're just 1-2. Just trying to draw around.
Yep.
Leave that blue rock on the side of the 4 for later.
Big shot here from Matt in the 4th end. His first skip rock. Looking to outcount the rock. I guess if it stays straight, he's got a rock to come to and flop off of if it hangs out there on him. But he's looking for a draw here. Looking to get one to the top of the 4-foot circle, outcounting the blue rock. You heard Jason Golubsky say plenty of weight, Mike. So they're thinking that it's weight only.
Well, they got out really wide, and it's
got to go, go, go. Not getting there. Don't know.
And it's fully open. Lindsay's going to remove it and sit right there. And that'll force Matt into the out-turn side. They can do that.
Not sure how I counted it. No. Lindsay still shot rock, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to leave that yellow stone. I think they'll get rid of it.
Yeah. Oh no, he's pointing to the yellow rock. So from our angle, it's kind of tough sitting up here at we're 10 feet in the air behind the stones here. It's hard to get a good look. I think Tyler just pointed to the yellow stone like yellow shot. Either way, he's got to remove it, right?
Right.
In doing so, Matt will have the same shot to get his 1.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think if they remove the stone and flop right in front of their own, that in-turn side would be cut off. And it'll force Matt into that wide out-turn side.
Nice throw here from John.
He just wants to sit right
That's
there.
a beauty.
Wants to sit right there.
That is a beautiful shot.
And that is
Beautiful
going to
curling
cut off
shot.
this side. So now Matt has to draw the other side.
Against 3. Nice throw.
A tough double there to get your 1. The out-turn draw is now going to force Matt into kind of the unknown side. They haven't played that side the whole end.
Nope.
So that's had plenty of time to frost up a little bit. And he's looking at the double.
Doesn't want to play the other side because it really hasn't been played, so who knows what the speed is out there.
Right.
It's obviously going to be slower than this side because it hasn't been played. It's fresh pebble over there.
And it's been ignored this whole end.
Frosty as well, right?
So Matt's going to go for the double here, trying to get his 1. It is just a nose double, I think.
Yep.
Will give up a steal of 1 if he doesn't make the double. If he goes over the top or jams this.
Got to go real hard.
Last
Got to
rock,
go really
fourth end.
hard. Got to go real hard. Up. Oh, what a great shot. That's a hard way to get 1, but a beautiful shot from Matt.
Came the way they knew because that other side was going to be quite a bit of a guess with that out-turn draw. So Lindsay with a force. You could guess they're single here in the 4th end, and Lindsay playing the Blue Rocks will have the hammer here in the 5th end, down 2. As we expected, this is a pretty tight game. Really, the one mistake by the Lindsay team led to the score of 3 by Utica has been the difference so far. Just a guard that over-curled. And a really good shot by Matt Hames to tap a stone back to get their 3. It's been the difference. Wow. Lindsay's applying some pressure, though, almost every end. Utica's had to scramble a couple times.
Oh my God!
Already.
Yes, they were in trouble in the last in the 3rd end. Trouble in the fourth end, but somehow they wiggled out of it both times with good curling shots. Don't want that.
And then there's a uncharacteristic miss by Jay Golubski, throwing his guard to the back of the rings. Now a chance for Lindsay to get a free corner guard up, as that rock on the back 12 is not a threat. So we'll look for Lindsay to apply some pressure this end now with free hand to throw some corners.
Yep. Jason Golubski and Jason Bryan have been curling together a long time. Always supportive of each other, both very competitive. And Jason will have a chance to throw his center guard back up. After Gary Grant set a nice corner up for Lindsay. And we're moving on here in the fifth end, and a really, little wobble coming out of there. Adjusted nicely. And he's got a good looking guard coming here.
That works. Good recovery by Jason on a little speed wobble coming out.
Absolutely. Now we'll start coming around a little bit here. Will John Bolton.
Yep, use that corner guard.
Why not?
Little directional sweeping by Tyler Jones there to get that to curl a little more. Want to get this all the way buried. This looks like a fine shot.
Good shot there from Gary.
And that's in a great spot.
Yes, it is. Hard to get to from the outside.
You cannot see that from the left-handed hack.
Yeah, very tough. Very
Where the
tough.
right-hander throws from.
Yep.
It is.
You have to throw a knuckleball to get that one. He'll draw.
So game on here in the fifth end. Jason Bryan's first. This one's way out there. And here it comes. The big swoop. Huge amount of finish.
They're going to get it partially buried.
It's going to go all the way under. Not quite. Only got halfway. They needed about 2 more feet. It would have been fully underneath.
Good shot from Jason Bryan. Dave Varl be asked by John Bolton to go after this one.
Yeah, a little soft hit and roll behind the corner. Going to miss this, just make sure you run the guard.
Right. I don't know.
I think they're on the guard, but that's okay.
Yep. Might roll it on the rings. And in fact, I don't know if it's going to get to the rings.
It's trying to spin, but it's just going to spin off.
Yep.
It almost
went out of play.
And that's just fine. Running the guard is fine. That opens things up in the middle. Interesting call. Thinking about going around the corner and freezing to the Lindsay stone. I think that's what they want you to do, is play around the corner. I think Lindsay would be very happy to direct their opposition to play around the corner guard.
It's really important to be on the rings and be 1-2 here. Front end on it right away. Matt just yapped it for them to take a look. It's definitely got enough legs to get there. Got a curl.
Might have hit that a little too early.
Going to go by it.
It's going to bounce.
Sit 1 and 2, however.
Lindsay looking for a hit and roll away here to separate their blue stone. Sit second and third.
Tricky shot. Got to hit the yellow rock just in the right spot to make this happen correctly.
You don't want to leave a pocket here. You definitely want to roll away.
Right. It's coming up hard. It's not getting the roll. Nose hit. Good shot, however, from Dave.
Well, the trouble now is if Freeze doesn't leave Utica a second rock, Lindsay may be shot stone here. Let's take a look.
You're right. I think you got to get rid of this rock.
This is the shot stone now. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3rd. So it's got to go.
Yeah, he's going. He changed his mind with this ice he's giving him. This will curl like crazy if you're down weight here. Looks like he's right on the button, right on the stick. He's by. Wow. He's going to flop over onto the other one. Oh, didn't outcount it.
Yeah, rolled too far. Now a chance for Lindsay to hit the shot stone and roll away and sit 2 split.
Yep.
And I think that's the danger of playing around the corners. I think the hammer team is very happy usually for the non-hammer team to play around the corners.
Yeah, the thing is if you hit that and you corner freeze it and you sit 1-2, it's great. But if you don't, now the door is open for a deuce again here for Lindsay, right?
Yep. And that'll roll enough for second stone. Or shot rock anyway. Lindsay sits 1-2.
Now Matt will attempt to hit and roll and flop one over on the other side. Love to be shot rock behind that blue guard now. Almost imperative.
Yeah, they're looking to hit and flop into the pile on the right. Either way, you have to kill the rock on the top 12.
Yep, got to lose that one.
It's the one you can see.
Hopefully not jam it into the one in the back.
And you need to stick around somewhere to keep Lindsay busy. Yeah, just going to get a nose hit there.
Oh, God.
Oh, and jammed it in the back. That
didn't want to do that.
That was not in the plan. Now Lindsay's already sitting 2. Did you get rid of that rock on the top 12? Lindsay's looking at coming around. The other option would be just to hit and roll somewhere. A little bit of a discussion here about what the proper call is here. Lindsay is hitting 1 and 2. They're debating whether to come around here or to hit and roll and get rid of the yellow rock in front of the rings. It's a potential danger rock. It can be run in. I think in the end they've agreed to come around. And they kind of got into the no curl zone out there.
They did.
That one did not move. They do want to put this on the rings and sit 3 though. Need a piece of the white.
Got it.
And they got it there, so
1,
they're
2,
sitting
and 3.
3. I don't mind that at all. Now that puts a little pressure on Team Utica. They really have to chase something, I think. Can't come around here.
Yeah.
Taking a huge risk if you do.
Down to skip rocks here in the 5th end with Utica with a 2-point lead.
So I think Matt will look for a hit and roll here to roll somewhere hidden or partially hidden.
Once again, things are shaping up here for Team Lindsay. It seems every end, Team Lindsay is setting up an end to score a multiple, and Utica's finding a way to wiggle out of it.
Yeah, Team Lindsay applying a little pressure again this end.
You don't want this to occur every end.
Yeah, it blows up eventually, right? It goes well so many times.
He might be drawn to the
He
one
is
behind.
drawn
He's drawn to the rock behind.
I'm surprised he's not chasing a rock. To make this is
Might
great.
be on the guard. Good God, he's on the guard.
And it's going to
Oh, no. Oh, no. But it's not bad. It didn't wind up in a bad spot, actually.
Well, they can double those 2 off, and then
True.
it'll give him a chance to do it again, right?
Yeah. Got to deal with it. It's shot rock.
You got lucky.
Wow.
Wow.
So a big shot here from John. Got to deal with shot rock from Utica and put himself back in the market for a big end. And it worked, sitting 3 once again.
And rolled to a decent spot.
Yep. Shout out to our 30 watchers that are out there. I hope you're enjoying the live stream of our Mitchell final here today. We certainly are. So I don't know how Matt's going to wiggle. Matt's got to wiggle out of this one now too.
Well, since John Bolton rolled to the 4-foot there, he can no longer play that freeze on the back. So
Correct.
he's going to have to chase this stone and roll somewhere now.
Yep.
No choice.
I guess there's enough room here. If he could hit and flop it to Mike Kessler's left to the right as we're looking down the ice and just get kind of half behind those rocks that are on the right-hand side here, he might force John Bolton to 1 with a hit and roll to the right, huh?
It'd be tough to be shot and not be accessible, though. It may give a difficult shot for Lindsay to make, but I think he's trying to roll behind the center
Yeah,
guard.
the other way, yeah. Especially coming with that turn.
Got it right
It's a great
under.
shot. Great throw. Great throw.
So
Great
Matt,
throw, because a nose hit double here does not give him 3. It'll give him
2.
It'll give him 2, and he might take his rock out in the back.
Well, you hit this one on the high side. I think you're
Right.
good.
Yeah.
So you want to hit this one on the high side.
Yeah. Great shot.
Hit this one on the high side and run this one this way and that way. And you get your 2. Tough shot, though. He could give up a steal here.
Hammerstone, fifth end. John Bolton here with a chance to get his deuce. Got the double.
Nope, didn't move it far enough.
No, oh, and Tyler took a spill, and he seems like he's okay. Wow. Steal of one for Utica. Or was it two? No, it was one.
Just one.
Just one. So 3 ends in a row, Utica's been in trouble and managed to wiggle out of trouble with Skip Matt Hames making 3 brilliant curling shots to squeeze out of a difficult situation there. You got to like to have the rock in your hand when you're a good skip in that situation.
Yep.
Every end, it could be a little nerve-wracking, but really well done. Yep, great shot. So after 5 ends, we're halfway through the game here. Utica 1 and Team Matt Hames is 5, and our Mitchell defender, Team Bolton, is 2. No guards here from Matt. We're going to go right to the top of the 4-foot circle here.
Well, Lindsay's had a ton of chances here, so you just got a feeling they're going to break through here at some point. But they're down 3 now.
It's going to be all right, Kim. Hang in there. Over curling here for Jason's going to set up a corner guard for Lindsay with that one.
That's a freebie, so they'll throw a second corner.
It's like Tyler Jones is okay. He took a spill there at the end of the end, trying to get out of the way of a couple of rocks. He's up. He bounced up, and it looks like he's fine. We've had a couple of spills today. Jason Bryan taking a very big spill in what I believe was the second end. Yeah.
Yeah, the second end.
Second end. That might have been one of the biggest wipeouts I've ever seen because the speed he was moving was just, I mean, he was flying.
Well, they were chasing that peel weight hit.
So, a takeout attempt here from Jay Golubski. Maybe. Yep, just enough. Mission accomplished there. And John Bolton will start over here. I think if you're Team Hames here, you want to keep it as clean as possible. Don't allow more than one. If you can force Bolton to 1 here, it's kind of mission accomplished. Get the hammer back. Trade 1s the rest of the way. It's a good thing for Utica. And the second guard up. Free guard zone is now over, correct? Is not. That is the 4th rock at the end.
Give you a quick update around the sheets. In our E final on sheet 1, Utica 8 is behind Navy 1, 5-1 after 7. On sheet 2, Eric Crumma's team, Utica 4, has made a little bit of a comeback. They trail 8-4 after 5 to Pat Costello's team. On sheet 4, B final, 8-3 Plainfield over Ardsley after 7. Manotick over Schenectady 1 8-2 after 6 ends in our C final. And in our F final, Albany leads RCMP 1 5-3 after 5.
Dave Farr. I'm thinking he's like to hit enough of this rock to get underneath the yellow guard. And a little too thin to keep the shooter. And Matt'll put that one right back. Heard him yell down to Jason Bryan. He'd like it a little higher. Not much. How many times when you've asked somebody that just threw a shot and say, just a little bit lighter, do they come up 15 feet shorter? Now we got guards that curl around behind here.
Yeah, you got a bunch of corner guards now.
Dave Farr with his second rock of the 6th end.
And that's the 5-rock rule coming into play there.
Right.
Couldn't remove one of the corners yet.
This kind of a game where there's not many other than the 2nd end, you know, the scores are just onesies. The ends get chewed up in a hurry. All of a sudden you look at the scoreboard and you're past halfway mark of the game, you know.
Well, Lindsay needs a multiple score here.
They do.
They've had it set up. But Utica's wriggled off the hook.
Good looking shot here from Dave. Good looking shot. He's going to get behind the guards. Just to the tee line, I believe.
Going to stop on tee. Not bad.
Yep. Guess you want to freeze down to this if you're Matt?
Yeah, you got to. Cut down the scoring area.
Nice throw. Don't know who shot, but good shot there from Mike. Good team shot. Well swept.
Good freeze here by Lindsay, though. They'll be in business.
Yeah, it's too bad it didn't get a little bit more of that rock for Hames. Would have been nice to sitting one there. In fact, he may be still shot rock. I'm not sure.
Or even frozen on the inside. The problem is it bounced a little bit.
Yep. Can't tell you who shot.
This looks like it's going to be tap weight, but if they get by, it looks pretty good.
Oh, it's a half a foot by. Oh, this is a perfect shot. Perfect shot.
Going to move it enough.
Nice shot there from Tyler. Beauty.
Did leave a double, though.
I think the double's there.
Yep. Just off nose.
Got to hit what you can see of it.
Yeah, it's almost edge on edge, so.
Sorry, Bill.
Up and down on this shot.
Oh, hit a stick right with it.
Might have rolled a shade too far. I'm not sure. They can probably play the same tap again.
Yep.
Yep. Freeze tap.
Good shot there from Mike. Just came up a little hard right at the end, huh?
Yep, came up with just a little too much.
Nicely thrown. Double was the weight was there for the double. It just curled a little bit too much.
I think they were going for the hit and flop all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one just took a big move. Oh, this looks really good if they can get it there.
It's got legs.
Just want to lock it right on. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Over curl just a tad.
Matt wasted no time in his decision to draw one on the button. Freeze on the one in the back.
Still not sure who shot. It might be yellow.
I'm not sure either. I think it's the blue one in the back, but our angle's so tough. Ton of weight here. Coming in hard now. It's starting to curl.
It's going to crack the corner guard.
Oh boy. That's unfortunate there for Matt.
And it left the yellow rock in a bad spot. So now Lindsay can run the Yellowstone. Either now or later, I think this Yellowstone can go.
However,
that might jam though.
Oh, there's two rocks there. It's going to crotch hit both the rocks in the back and get rid of the blue one. That's danger. I don't think it can't go off the. Yeah, it can't go between them.
Angles may not be there.
Yeah, that doesn't look like it anyway.
I think Lindsay just wants to come down.
That's not a bad spot where he left that rock, actually. That's not a bad spot.
Yeah, the yellow one may just drive straight back.
Almost think you got to draw this way and try to corner freeze the yellow one.
Well, John Bolton was looking at going there. He was thinking of going where Matt wanted to go.
Absolutely. I don't think that's a bad call.
The other one is to jiggle those stones a little bit.
I guess you run the risk of pushing it back on the blue one. The way they're lined up, it's possible that could happen, I guess. If he leaves one open on the 4-foot, he might leave Matt a double. He's looking at a tap on this yellow one and rolling in. However, Matt can then jiggle those three rocks around and freeze onto something there. You know, 2 is a difficult spot here right now for Lindsay, if in fact they're sitting 1. I'm not sure who shot rock from our angle.
If they are shot, they're behind tee, and that's really their problem.
Of course. A lot of discussion now. We got the whole committee in here now trying to figure out what's the best viable option for John Bolton.
Yes.
All smart players here, you know. It's
They're just not convinced the angles work. They're trying to make the angles work on jiggling those stones around to separate them up a little bit. But the problem is they don't want to make yellow shot.
Correct.
If it isn't already. I think if they were shot already, they would probably do it. They must think they're shot rock.
Big discussion here. Crucial part of the game for Lindsay there. They've had a chance at several big ends in the last 3 ends and couldn't get them to come true. They got one and then didn't score in the 4th or the 5th, so this is a big decision here. 6th end of our A final. And the committee's coming back now.
Yep. There's
sometimes too many cooks in the kitchen can make for a bad stew. I know they're all real smart players too. There is such a thing in curling as overthinking the shot too, you know. I know anybody who's ever played with me before knows that that's a real possibility. So, look, here's what we're going to do, boys, and this is how we're going to do it.
I think what's vexing them is where do they think that yellow stone is going to go if they push it back? They're hoping it will go back in between the yellow and the blue.
Which it may. In fact, it may.
I think it's going to go right onto the blue stone.
As do I.
Depends on how much drag there is because they're close, right?
And if you freeze it, Matt can throw a guard, and it's going to be hard to wiggle out of the end.
Shouldn't be a whole lot of drag here. Can't throw enough weight at this, right? They're throwing like a tap.
Yeah, because it's right behind the guard. It's almost not visible, right? Looking at our angle, looking down at the
it's almost completely buried.
Right.
I think they're just looking to jiggle these up so they can loosen it.
John Bolton, first stone of the 6th end.
He's throwing kind of a hack.
Plenty of line here. Well thrown.
Hack weight shot here.
Well thrown.
And they are going to catch a little piece, and they're going to move him around a bit.
I don't think there's any guesswork who shot now.
Yeah, but
well protected. How do you get to it?
Well, you can run your blue back.
Right. That's be the only way you can do that.
Blue on the blue, and then the yellow
goes
away.
The yellow's offering some shelter because of the way it's lined up on the blue, so you can't run it back with that one.
I think Utica just wants to cut off the draw to the pin now.
Yep.
There's not much on the other side.
Tough shot coming around in that out in the frost and fudge out there.
So this is the shot they want to prevent, just to cut off the draw path. I think if you put one in the middle here somewhere, then this draw path is not there. You want to guard the path.
And in fact, I think he's going to throw the shot you're calling, Roger.
Yeah, right in the middle of the hole. And the draw path is really difficult because
they're looking at this blue, yellow to get the possibility for 2, but I'm not sure it doesn't make contact with the rock in the back 4. The angle I'm sitting, I can't quite see how they're. Looks like it's got to make contact here.
Yep. It's close.
Yeah.
The other one they have to worry about is the blue onto the yellow.
Blue onto the yellow.
Yeah, let's cue that up. So that's the other one they're looking at. So if you run the blue onto the top yellow, Mike will move out of the way. If you move the blue onto the top yellow, then that can happen, right?
Wow.
And that'll give you 2.
Wow.
Or at least 1. I don't know, this rock may jam on you.
Wow.
That's a tough way for one. That's a tough way for one.
We'll call that the DACA shot.
Yeah.
That's a dreamer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think you want to force Lindsay into playing the draw.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
squeeze out of this with 1.
That's the easiest way that they can.
I think this is the right move here.
It might be coming right in here. Like top 4.
I don't know. Then you leave the double, don't you? I don't think you want to touch the rings here. If he comes top 4, can he hit boom and get rid of shot rock?
Might be able to play a slash, yeah.
T-line, I just heard front end say it's T-line weight. Well, I don't know how far I'd like them.
Well, they're going to leave the draw with this path. Nice shot, though. That's going to. Oh,
it just double
bounced.
there.
It just bounced. That's probably not what they had in mind.
No.
Now they've got a slash double. And that's at least for 1. Maybe not for 2, maybe for 1.
Not sure why they brought that rock that deep. I think he was trying to corner freeze there, maybe?
Yeah, he was trying to corner freeze.
Didn't want the bump, and unfortunately he got it. The bad news for Utica is that the way that rock that matches through is, if he hits it anywhere, it's not going to get to the blue rock. He's not going to take himself out.
It's very hard to get himself out.
I don't think so.
I think there's pretty low risk.
Unless he hits all of what he can see of it, and it's kind of smooches by the shot rock.
I think if you hit all you can see, you double those out. You at least score. Otherwise, you got to throw the draw.
Yeah. No way he's drawing here. No way.
I think this is the easiest shot. I mean, it's pretty low risk.
Going for a double, sure.
If you could ever spin that back yellow out far enough, you might get a deuce.
Might get 3. I think this is for 3 if he hits it right. No, it's by the guard.
Oh, he got his blue.
Got his blue one. Well, we didn't think could happen in the curling game, right?
But it's
Famous
only 1.
last words, it's
only
for 1. Wow.
Didn't think that was possible.
I think it's for 1. Yep. 1 yellow.
They
again,
let it over curl.
Well, that's another end of dodging a bullet.
So another steal. Utica leads 6-2 after 6. Running out of ends here. Just let that over curl a little bit. Seventh end. Lindsay with the blue rocks will have the hammer again this end. They trail by 4.
On to the 7th end. 4-point lead for Team Hames. Kind of a odd several ends, huh? There was real opportunities for Lindsay to make a dent in this lead, and they were not able to convert. I thought the double was apparent there. Had to hit it just a little.
It was underswept. They needed to hold that out just a little more. If they just tickle the yellow rock, I think they get 2 or more.
2 or more,
Yep.
possibly 3, depending on who was third and fourth rock there. Another center guard up here. Well thrown. I'm going to go around the corner. Here is John. I mean, Team Utica's still 4 ends to go. Team Utica's got to feel good about where they are in this game, considering the opportunities that John Bolton had to take advantage of. A lot of rocks on the park and just not able to convert.
Yeah, they've made the key shots in this game. They have not missed in a critical spot. And Lindsay's been just on the wrong side of the inch a couple times.
Yeah, that was a big opportunity there. But on we go. Nudge the center guard over to completely cover up the one in the 8-foot. John Bolton's got to be thinking that these yellow rocks are actually his friend right now, I would think. Yeah, he's going to move them around a little bit. Going to go ahead and open up the front end here. Dave Farr. Peel attempt here. Mission accomplished. I think you put it back here, or a tap, huh? I'd be okay with a little tap on this one in the 8-foot, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Up 4.
You there start getting rid of some corners.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, whatever you do, you're kind of committing yourself for the rest of the end here. So they're gonna go for sitting 1-2 here. Try to sit 1-2, poke a rock under the corner guards.
It's really just like a heavy draw as far as the weight goes, too. Don't need a...
Just T-line weight.
Just T-line weight, exactly. Got a good-looking shot here. If it's off the guard, he's in business. And he's got a great-looking shot here.
Just got by.
That's a beauty. He's going to go past the tee line, however, but...
2 on.
Yep. Nicely thrown there from Jason Bryan.
So Lindsay has a little work to do. Quick update around the rink. Utica 8s come back a little bit. They trail Navy 1 5-3 after 8 ends of play. Aerocrama's rink, Utica 4s staged to come back. They've stolen a few ends and they trail only by 3 now after 6, 8-5. Plainfield ahead of Ardsley in our B event final, 8-3 after 7. Manotick won their game against Schenectady 1. They're our C champion, 8-2 is the final. And over on sheet 6, our F final, Albany leads our CMP 6-4.
Just a quick update on sheet 4. Actually, Plainfield is ahead 8-5 after 9 ends.
After 9 ends.
They're playing the 10th end as we speak. Just started the 10th end. Good shot here from Dave Farr. He's going to get rid of one. And the Christmas tree, the shot rock in the back, giving it a little safer spot there with all those rocks in the way. More junk here for Hames.
Say kind of a junky end. There are a lot of rocks in play for Lindsay.
It's a good
trying
shot
to get
there
there too.
Tough.
They've got an angle raised to get rid of the shot stone.
Wow.
Or they can come around and tap. I don't know which one they're going to choose here. Yep, they're going to run the corner guard in. Another opportunity for Lindsay. Tyler Jones looking for a little angle raised tap back.
Got a real chance too. A little high.
It's a little high. Hit it a little on the high side.
Delicious.
Another chance for Mike Kessler now to stick another stone in the ring, sit 1-2. Definitely want to tuck this one under so you don't leave a slash double. Got by the first one, but it's going to bounce off the
Didn't
blue.
leave it in a horrible spot, though, I don't think.
I think you can come center line out on this and try the slash double and roll under the corner. Or roll out wide. May lose your shooter.
Thank you very much for the feedback that we're getting from, I'm guessing that might be Tim Crofton. Tim Conboy's here.
Yeah, that's
very nice. Thank you for your kind words. We do love doing this.
So coming inside out, hoping to slash those two off. Oh, it's taken off.
On the guard.
Didn't throw enough weight, I think, for that ice.
Let's spin something in here. Boom, boom. Nope, it's going right over the top of everything. So
just thought that was a little soft for that ice.
Could have been. Could have been.
I was expecting a little bit firmer weight there.
Yep. This is the first end in 4 ends that actually it's shaping up like a Utica end. The last 3 ends have been shaped up for Lindsay to, get big ends, and it didn't occur. Curling is a funny game like that. There's sometimes you get things going your way and it doesn't work out. Other times it doesn't look like it's going to work out for you and you come up smelling like a rose. So
Well, it started going bad this end for Lindsay when they missed coming around the corner guard. And they left 2 corners up. And it got junked up pretty quickly.
I got to believe Matt's throwing a tap on this, isn't he? Take that away, or pro side misses short in front of it. I think he's just guarding. A little tight.
So Lindsay still has a tap up on their blue stone in the 12-foot to run shot rock off the rings. This is over curling. It's going to go right through.
Wow. Wow.
That complicates things.
Wow. Wow.
And the problem for Lindsay now is the staggered guards up front.
I guess he could angle tap that blue rock up on the right?
What happens if you clear these? Does this go onto the right spot on the blue stone?
Maybe. He's still got to tap the blue stone that's on the 12-foot. Still is possible to tap it back to the pot.
You probably want to tap it frozen for shot on one of the yellows.
Right. However, doing that doesn't leave him much for a second score, second counter.
Got a couple problems. One is this Yellowstone in the top 12 is Keller. It's cutting off the draw.
And scoring 1 here for Lindsay's not great. He is looking to move some granite around the front here.
The line's good. The line's good. Oh.
Only 2 rocks left. Hard to see how they're going to score both.
Tough.
So the question is, how do they even score 1? That would still leave them 3 down with 3 to play. Not a good position.
No. I think he's going to throw a tap on this blue rock over here, right? I don't see how that can hurt him. But I'm going to save that for his last one, but they're going to cover it up depending on what he does.
The other option is try to slash the yellow in and see if you can spill everybody. But that's a tough shot.
I think that's what he's trying.
Go right over the top.
Yep.
Should lose 3. He might lose 3 stones. Lose the shooter.
Yeah, he's got to get just this side of nose on the shot rock.
Yep. It would also open up the house for a draw to at least get your 1. Figure out what to do next.
Not enough weight to move 3 rocks right there.
So you're looking to sit somewhere.
Not quite.
Moved him around a little bit.
Still 1 and 2 behind cover. Now Matt can throw a guard. Or what do you do here? Do you take the draw?
You go right to the pot, I think.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Right to the pot buried and force them to draw the pin against 3.
Right. Yes, you're right. Pro side misses short.
Yep. You just sit biting the top 4 here, and it makes the scoring area really difficult to get to.
Crucial spot in the game here. I'm not so sure if Utica doesn't steal.
Where you'd love to be is right here.
Yep.
That's the ideal. Anywhere on that draw path would be pretty good.
Utica steals 2 or 3 here. It might be starting up the bus. Front end said top 8. Nicely thrown here from Matt. It's not deeper than that. Just going to outcount the blue one and sit 3. That's a perfect spot. Perfect spot. I think he's got to play this blue tap.
Boy.
Blue tap could still get him out of the end. Make it 6-3.
Still looking at the clear.
Wow.
This is a lot tougher now, though.
Looks like our C final of on sheet 5 is over.
Yep, Plainfield emerged victorious.
Oh, that's the B final. I'm sorry. Manotech also over.
Yeah,
over
Manotech
Schenectady.
finished a while ago. They won the C.
Getting harassed here a little bit. So what's John Bolton going to do with his hammer stone here? 7th end, down 4. Utica's sitting 3. Covered up. I think he's going to try to clear them all out. For 2? My goodness. Wow.
You have to redirect off the stone on the top 4.
Yep.
So they're looking at driving this back and out.
And here he comes with weight.
Oh, they're playing
the other angle. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Right over
went
the top.
right through the hole.
That might be your ball game, folks. 9-2 Utica after 7.
Steal of 3.
And I'm not so sure that we're going to keep playing here.
Yeah, we looked at that angle earlier, and we weren't quite sure where that rock was going to go.
Looks like we're going to throw him back. Everybody's looking this way.
Yep.
All the front end players, Dave Farr and Gary Grant, are looking this way like, bring him back. That's it. This game is over, folks. I think our A final is done. Yep. Hands are shaking here.
Shaking hands.
Utica won. Matt Hames, Mike Kessler, Jason Bryan, and Jason Golubski are the 2019 Mitchell champs. Congrats.
Defeating our Mitchell defenders, Lindsay.
Yep.
Won it last year.
Very, very good team.
Well-played game. The score didn't really indicate the closeness of the game.
No, it did not.
Lindsay had their chances, I think, throughout, but some really timely shot making by Matt Hames especially.
I'm going to give Matt Hames the undeclared
the
MVP of that one. He bailed them out several ends in a row.
A bunch of ends. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. Congratulations to Matt Hames and his Utica rink, Mike Kessler, Jason Bryan, Jason Golubski. Well-played game and a well-deserved championship.
Yeah, and have kudos to Lindsay. You know, they won it last year, came back to play in the final, second year back, and congratulations to them as well. Super nice bunch of guys, and hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks for having me, Roger.
See you next time from the Utica Curling Club channel.